Good morning, children. Today we are going to study lesson number 14 in your social science, that is, the immortal people. Now, immortal means that is the people they are loved by all and they live in our hearts. They are the people who never die. They always inspire us. They dedicate their lives for the welfare of the people and the society. Such people are known as immortal. In this chapter, we are going to learn about a few of them. First is Socrates. Socrates was born at Athens in Greece. He lived about 2500 years ago. He dedicated his life in search of truth. He believed in the power of thinking and reasoning. He lived a very simple life. He found that people of his time were living in ignorance and superstition. He tried to change the beliefs of the people by asking them questions. He advised people not to believe anything blindly. Many young men became his followers. His famous follower was Plato. Some people accused him of corrupting and misleading the youth and going against the Greek gods. He was asked to give up his views or face death. Socrates decided to face death rather than renouncing his views. He was sentenced to death and was asked to drink a poison named hemlock. At the time of his death, he was 70. He accepted death with a smile on his face. This is all about Socrates. Now, next is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is one of the greatest men in the history of America. He was born in a poor family in 1809. Young Lincoln worked on his father's farm. Later, he became a lawyer and was attracted towards politics. Lincoln was an honest politician and was known as Honest Abe. After overcoming many hurdles, he became the President of the United States in 1860. When he became the president, the country was passing through a bad phase. The entire country was divided on the question of slavery. In the southern states of America, many African Negro slaves were kept to work in plantations. These slaves were treated like animals. The northern states were against this system of slavery. Finally, a civil war broke out between southern and northern states. Abraham Lincoln wanted to put an end to this slavery system. He believed in the freedom of every man. It was felt that the country could break. Through Lincoln's efforts, slavery was abolished in the US and the southern states were defeated. However, the USA remained united because of the diplomatic skills of Lincoln. Unfortunately, in 1865, John Wilkes Booth, a supporter of the southern states, shot him dead. So, this was all about Abraham Lincoln. Next is Karl Marx. After the industrialization in Europe, two groups of people emerged. They were the working class and the rich class. The rich class people were also called capitalists. They exploited the working class. Karl Marx was a philosopher who stood against the capitalists and supported the working class. Karl Marx was born in Germany in 1818. He wrote the famous book The Communist Manifesto with his friend Friedrich Engels. In this book, he gave the slogan Workers of the World Unite. The other book he wrote was Das Kapital. Through these books, he explained how the capitalists earn huge profits by exploiting the workers. He died in England in 1883. The people of Russia were so influenced by his teachings that they formed a government based on his ideals. It was known as Soviet Union, and its first president Vladimir Lenin put into practice the ideas of Karl Marx. So this was all about Karl Marx. Next is Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi, as we all know, his full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was born at Porbandar in Gujarat on October 2, 1869. He studied law in England. Later, he went to South Africa and remained there for 20 years. There, he witnessed how the Indians and the black people were ill treated by the white people. On their behalf, he took up a fight against the whites. He told blacks not to become violent in their fight. He called his method of fight as Satyagraha, which means search for truth. Mahatma Gandhi returned to India and decided to fight against the British by using Satyagraha and Ahimsa. He became the leader of the Indian National Congress. The other leaders and the public responded to his call. He led three massive movements. In 1920, the non cooperation movement was launched. He advised people to use Swadeshi goods and boycott foreign goods and clothes. In 1930, he launched the civil disobedience movement, through which he advised people to disobey all the British rules. In 1942, the Quit India movement was started, through which he finally asked the British to leave India. Through his efforts, India got freedom on August 15, 1947. In 1948, he was shot dead by a Hindu fanatic Nathuram Godse. People affectionately called him Bapu. For his great service to the nation, he was given the title of the Father of the Nation. So, this was about Gandhi ji. Now, next is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was born in Albania. She became a nun at the age of 16 and came to Calcutta, now it is called as Kolkata, at the age of 18. Her convent was near a slum called Moti Jheel. She was deeply moved by the poverty and sickness of the slum people. She started visiting that slum regularly and gave them food, medicines, care, and love. To help such people, she started a separate religious order of dedicated nuns and called it the Missionaries of Charity. She went around collecting donations and made the Nirmal Hriday homes for the sick people. She saw God in every man and believed that all are God's children. She brought life and cheer into the lives of many orphans, physically challenged, old, and the sick. Though she started her work with 5 rupees and 4 sisters, today there are thousands of nuns to take care of the orphanages and the dispensaries. She died on 5th September 1997. So this was all about the chapter. Hope you have understood. Thank you. Have a good day.